Hey everyone, welcome to the episode of That's All Funny. Take three. Take three. Episode number 926. There's the music. Dude, I've been trying to record this episode and I keep lagging out. And I keep lagging out and it's fucking annoying. And I got fucking barbecue sauce in my fingernails from eating the chicken that I just ate. Thought I washed my hands appropriately, I guess not. And then it's almost 11 o'clock at night and I'm like, fuck, I don't know. I'm like, fuck, fucking work. No, actually, I got a call back from my job to go back to work after like 5 weeks of not working, and I was surprised because I thought they were just gonna let me go, and they were like, "Oh, you can return back on April 1st," and I was like, "Oh my god, this is a joke, isn't it? Isn't it? It's a joke, isn't it?" But yeah, they said I'd go back, but I'm like, fuck, do I even remember how to do my job back there? Like, is there a way they can show me how to do it again? Because I don't even really remember how to do it. It's been so long, I don't know. Like, I was barely learning the ropes, and then yeah, I fell off of it for a while, and now I'm back, and I'm hoping I could spend at least the first day back 8 hours of just trying to get all my passwords back and all that, through IT, and that's a goal there. But I honestly, I that is probably gonna take me 8 hours to fucking get all the logins and shit fucking taken care of. But I'm like, I don't know. It's a good thing that I'm back, but it's a bad thing because I'm back, and I'm like, I don't know. I gotta suck it up, Buttercup, and deal with it. Like I'm making a mountain out of a molehill. I'm sure it'll be better than I think it is. It's just I need to like relax and not like overthink. I'm overthinking it, I'm very much so, very much overthinking it. But oh well, that's me. That's my persona that haunts me is the overthinker, the the thinker. But yeah, so I gotta get up early, feed the dogs, and do all that, and then get to work and get all my passwords sorted out and all that, and grown up stuff. So, and I'm pretty sure I'll keep up with the podcast. I don't really see like this is my go to thing for therapy as well as um what is it the wrestling podcast I do with Gabe. That's all kayfabe. Oh yeah, we do that on the weekends, so that'll be fun. Always something to look forward to. Always. But yeah, let's check out the news. We got a little bit of news here. Let's see here. What do we got? A man dies base jumping after falling over 600 feet when a parachute fails to fully open. Um, a Washington State base jumper died Sunday after an issue with his parachute and falling over 600 feet to the ground. Authorities announced. Yeah, no, like I don't know about thrill seeking and trying to find ways. Like I always say, if you want to get your heart rate up and really feel that rush of adrenaline, just drive on the highway with your car. Drive on the take the access road that is really up high like a roller coaster ride. God, dude, I remember I always talk about it when I took that one access road that's super high during rush hour, and I was stuck up there with my car, and it was moving like so slow, and I was so scared. It was the scare. I can just remember it like all the time. Remember it. And I remember I think I had called my dad to like console me, and I had like a bottle of water, and I was just taking little sips, and I had my standard car, so I was just like going off the clutch, and then going on the brake, and then the clutch, and then this and that, and it was a lot. It was a fucking scary experience. But yeah, that's what I would recommend doing if you want to thrill seek. You don't need a roller coaster, you don't need a base jump, you don't need to do all that. But yeah, I guess things happen. I know, like, here's another story here where a 22-year-old climber dies after a 200-foot fall on Ben Nevis, UK's highest mountain. A 22-year-old climber tragically fell to his death from a height of 200 feet while ascending Ben Nevis on Saturday evening. The rescue team was mobilized soon after receiving reports around 5 p.m. that two climbers had fallen. Despite challenging conditions and other people joining the search, rescuers were able to save one man. However, they could not reach the second climber in time. So there's those thrill seekers out there that, like I said, I would find other ways to thrill seek. Of course, I mean I'm a man who is scared of my own shadow at this point, so I would just like go walk in the park, and that'll give me enough anxiety to fucking really get my adrenaline going, and then I can just like come back home and feel like, holy shit, what did I just do? Wow, that was a rush. You know what I mean? That's all I need though is just a walk in the park, and I'll feel the rush of adrenaline scourging through my body. But um, that's a shame that these accidents were to happen to these couple people. It's not a good thing, and hopefully, I don't know, their families. I don't know. Prayers to them or whatever you want to like offer them. They're people too. They have stories, and then to just like get lost in a recreational sort of event, it's not a good thing. It's kind of sad, very sad actually. And what is that? Oh, a UPS. I thought it was a job opportunity. I was like, huh? I want to work at UPS, fucking virtually. But yeah, that sucks for them. I hopefully things get better for climbers. This doesn't make them sad or deter them. I don't know. We'll see what happens with the mountain climbing scene as this has gone down, or this unfortunate news. But next year on the news, Tesla dealership in Rome loses 17 cars in fire as protests ramp up against Musk. And I read the headline to this, how it's like 17 cars in a fire as protests ramp up. And so they call these protests, you could already tell like which way this article is leaning by them calling the fires set to the cars protests. It's just like, that's not a protest. That's like damage. That's what would you call that? That's damaging product. That's a terrible thing. Like, you don't call that a protest. Like, oh, that's a protest of Elon Musk because we're burning cars. And it's like, dude, what did I hear? The right, when they were protesting, like Dylan Mulvaney, they just stopped drinking Bud Light. Like, they didn't fucking set fire to anything, or do any of that shit. And here the left is like setting fire to car dealerships and to fucking scratching cars, the Teslas, and fucking ruining the charging stations and stuff, causing hundreds of $1,000s of damage, and it's just, but they still have the audacity to call them protests. And it's so silly the way these articles fucking lean. But that's just life, that's the way they're gonna do it. And it's whatever. That's just how the news is. You get used to it when you start reading through, and you're like, oh, okay, I know what side this is leaning on. But yeah, 17 cars in a fire. A protest. That's protesting. 17 cars in a fire. That's got to be a lot of money. If let's say they're all worth what, like 100,000. That's 1,700,000. No, that's 170,000, right? It's a lot of money for a car. Wait, is it? No, that's not 170,000. That's like 1,000,007. I'm not even gonna do the math. Never mind. Fuck, why am I even trying to do math right now? I got too many. My fingers are too sticky. I've got chicken grease on them. I can't really do any counting on my fingers. But yeah, Tesla's really getting targeted. I hear. I know I've seen some people. I saw like a predator catcher. He has a Tesla, and somebody keyed his car, and he was like, "Man, that's fucked up because they're targeting Teslas." But he's also like a predator catcher, so it could be the um the people who don't like predator catchers just targeting him. So it's just funny to like be a double target, at that point. But I don't know. And then that predator catcher's funny because he's in a part of he's in who's it? He's in New York, so he's in the part of a country where they don't really prosecute predator catching preds. and so he like challenges them to fights, and it's just like, I guess, like, I guess that's something to do. Like, oh, we won't turn this in to the police if you go 2 minutes with me in a fight. And it's just like, okay, I guess, and so he just like, they just recorded it on locals, and they just have him like fight someone for 2 minutes. A guy that like had sexual conversations with underage decoy, and it's just like, okay, I guess that's one way to fucking handle those, right? Lastly, here on the news, speaking of sexually explicit conversations, Epstein victim Virginia Giuffre says she has 4 days to live. Virginia Giuffre, I can't say that last name, a victim of Jeffrey Epstein, says she has 4 days to live after being hit by a bus. In a post on Instagram, Giuffre said she had suffered renal failure after being struck by a school bus. I've gone into kidney renal failure. They've given me 4 days to live, transferring me to a specialist hospital in urology. Giuffre said, I'm ready to go, just not until I see my babies one last time. But you know what they say about wishes. She lives in Australia. She says she filed a lawsuit against Prince Andrew after she alleged he sexually abused her when she was a teenager. Giuffre said Epstein introduced her to the prince. Um, Ghislaine Maxwell forced her to have sex with Andrew, I guess Prince Andrew, and now she got hit by a bus. It's important to note that when a school bus driver comes at you driving 100 kilometers as we were slowing for a turn, then no matter what your car is made of, it might as well be a tin can, she wrote. So yeah, apparently she has 4 days to live. That's pretty. I don't know. I read the headline of this article and I was all, what? Like, so they're gonna kill her? Yeah, that's all I had in my head. But I guess she got hit by a bus, some fucking Mean Girls type shit, just to get hit by a bus at the end of the fucking movie. Um, I don't know. That's a shame. That's a shame, and that's crazy to know. Like after you get hit by a bus and you're there, that I only have a set amount of time to before I expire. Like, how long do I have, doctor? 4 days. And to me that's pretty crazy when they know like exactly how long you have left. Like they can calculate it, oh, 4 days. So get your affairs in order, like some sort of movie, and you have like a little timer and stuff, and you have a watch that like says 39 minutes left, and you're there like or whatever. But I don't know, that's a shame. That's a shame for her too. She can't fucking go against Prince Andrew or Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell. I don't know, we'll see how tomorrow goes, guys. I hope y'all are having a good day. I'll see how my day will be tomorrow. It's gonna be a long day. I already know that, but we've been through worse. I'm sure. I'm sure you've been through worse. But what do you think about the people that died climbing mountains and base jumping? What do you think about Tesla dealerships and protests and this Epstein victim? What do you leave in the comments down below? And I want to thank you for listening to the podcast and for everything else. And that's all funny, right? that's that's all funny, guys. Well, thank you for listening to the podcast. That's all funny. They're the one where podcasts are available. Just search That's All Funny. I do a show with my friend Gabe called That's All Kayfabe, where we talk about wrestling, about 10% funny stuff, 90% funny wrestling. Just check it out anywhere podcasts are available. Just search That's All Kayfabe. Spotify, Apple, iTunes, stuff like that. I do a show with the wonderful Min Salad called Tits and Areolas with Min Salad, where we talk about a movie or TV show we watch and then play a game. She's great. I'm all right. Like I said, I'm just tired. But check it out anywhere podcasts are available. Just search Tits and Areolas with Min Salad anywhere podcasts are available. That's what the name of the show is. I do You can check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@LorenzoAriola for video versions of all these shows, podcasts, and all the stuff like that. Check it out, YouTube. I have a Patreon, patreon.com/Lorenzo Ariola. You help support the podcast there, and other shows like that. What else do I have? The donation links there if you want to help the prescription pill fund. Appreciate it. Appreciate everything. I want to thank everyone for liking, subscribing, reading, reviewing, sharing, and commenting. Thanking my Patreon members. Everyone else, stay safe. Take care. Bye.